Dining halls are usually filled with students, grabbing a quick bite, sharing a meal with friends, or just hanging out. And you may be wondering how students will stay safe while eating on campus this fall. Georgia Tech Dining Services has put new guidelines in place at all of our locations, so be sure to follow them whenever you're there. Dining locations will be disinfected multiple times a day and will be closed between dining periods to make sure that all areas are cleaned. All dining team members will undergo a daily health and safety check and will wear face coverings at all times. For everyone's safety, avoid visiting dining locations if you are sick. Accommodations can be made to have meals delivered to you. Now let's get ready to eat. When you're in line, stand 6 feet apart on the designated floor decals to ensure social distancing. Facial coverings are required at all times, except when you're seated and eating. There are designated entry and exit doors for each dining location. Please use the appropriate door when entering and exiting. To create safe distances, seating will be limited. Finally, there will be no self-service stations in any locations. A dining team member will be happy to serve and assist you. Please limit contact with other guests and use the provided hand sanitizer before eating. By following these procedures, you can help keep yourself and everyone around you safe. Remember, jackets protect jackets. Welcome back to campus. We hope you have a successful and safe academic year.
Campus buses are usually packed with riders, seated and standing, and you may be wondering how students will stay safe on buses this fall. Georgia Tech Parking and Transportation has implemented new safety guidelines on board campus buses, so be sure to follow them the next time you ride. All transit vehicles are disinfected multiple times a day, and transit drivers undergo daily health and safety checks, and wear face coverings at all times. For everyone's safety, avoid riding the buses if you are sick. Now let's get ready to ride. Wait 6 feet apart at bus stops, and allow passengers to exit the bus before you board. Face coverings are required for all riders unless you have a medical exception. If you don't have a face covering, the driver will provide one for you. Some buses have 2 doors. Always use the rear door when entering. To create distance, all passengers must be seated. Some seats will be closed off for physical distancing. If you cannot find a seat, please exit and board the next bus. Primary campus routes like the gold and blue routes will have additional buses running during peak times. Limit contact with your driver and other passengers while riding. When you get to your stop, exit through the rear door, and don't forget to wash your hands when you arrive at your destination. Whether you're riding a bus or getting around campus on a bike, a scooter, or on foot, remember to always put safety first. Remember, jackets protect jackets. Welcome back to campus. We hope you have a successful and safe academic year.
As we prepare for a new semester, things are looking a bit different.
But one thing remains the same.
We are a campus united.
And together, we will keep pushing forward.
That means jackets protect jackets.
And we all have a role to play.
It's much more than just wearing a mask, washing hands for 20 seconds.
For maintaining social distance.
It's also knowing that all of these things protect our community.
It's coming together to support our own people.
To show others that we care about their well-being.
It's safeguarding our physical health.
And our emotional health as well.
It's asking for help when you need it and providing help to others when you can.
We know this semester is not going to be business as usual at Georgia Tech or anywhere else.
But we also know that our bonds are strong. There may be a few bumps along the way, but the power of our community can help us face any challenge.
We look out for each other.
And take care of each other.
Because
jackets protect jackets.
Dining halls are usually filled with students, grabbing a quick bite, sharing a meal with friends, or just hanging out. And you may be wondering how students will stay safe while eating on campus this fall. Georgia Tech Dining Services has put new guidelines in place at all of our locations, so be sure to follow them whenever you're there. Dining locations will be disinfected multiple times a day and will be closed between dining periods to make sure that all areas are cleaned. All dining team members will undergo a daily health and safety check and will wear face coverings at all times. For everyone's safety, avoid visiting dining locations if you are sick. Accommodations can be made to have meals delivered to you. Now let's get ready to eat. When you're in line, stand 6 feet apart on the designated floor decals to ensure social distancing. Facial coverings are required at all times, except when you're seated and eating. There are designated entry and exit doors for each dining location. Please use the appropriate door when entering and exiting. To create safe distances, seating will be limited. Finally, there will be no self-service stations in any locations. A dining team member will be happy to serve and assist you. Please limit contact with other guests and use the provided hand sanitizer before eating. By following these procedures, you can help keep yourself and everyone around you safe. Remember, jackets protect jackets. Welcome back to campus. We hope you have a successful and safe academic year.
buses are usually packed with riders, seated and standing, and you may be wondering how students will stay safe on buses this fall. Georgia Tech Parking and Transportation has implemented new safety guidelines on board campus buses, so be sure to follow them the next time you ride. All transit vehicles are disinfected multiple times a day, and transit drivers undergo daily health and safety checks, and wear face coverings at all times. For everyone's safety, avoid riding the buses if you are sick. Now let's get ready to ride. Wait 6 feet apart at bus stops, and allow passengers to exit the bus before you board. Face coverings are required for all riders unless you have a medical exception. If you don't have a face covering, the driver will provide one for you. Some buses have 2 doors. Always use the rear door when entering. To create distance, all passengers must be seated. Some seats will be closed off for physical distancing. If you cannot find a seat, please exit and board the next bus. Primary campus routes like the gold and blue routes will have additional buses running during peak times. Limit contact with your driver and other passengers while riding. When you get to your stop, exit through the rear door, and don't forget to wash your hands when you arrive at your destination. Whether you're riding a bus or getting around campus on a bike, a scooter, or on foot, remember to always put safety first. Remember, jackets protect jackets. Welcome back to campus. We hope you have a successful and safe academic year.
Welcome to the virtual Georgia Tech 2020 Graduate Student Convocation. My name is Leah Harris, and I serve as your Graduate Student Government Association President and your Convocation host. I'd like to extend a warm regards to each of you and say a big congratulations on becoming a new Yellow Jacket. We have a phenomenal lineup prepared for you all, with members of the graduate student body walking through a few important tech traditions, graduate resource spaces, and international student welcome. You will also hear from the administrative leadership who support graduate students every day. More specifically, the Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Faculty Development, Dr. Bonnie Ferry, Provost Rafael Bras, and President Angel Cabrera. In addition, I will share a bit about the student perspective and insights, and then we will finish with your first introduction to the Georgia Tech fight song. We hope you will enjoy this program and are able to get excited about your time here. This semester may look a little bit different, but it can still be a prosperous one. I'll now hand it over to my Student Government Association Graduate Executive Vice President, Jay McKinney, who will guide you through our first tech tradition over what Tech Tower means to this campus.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay McKinney, and I'm super excited to be serving as your Grad Executive VP for the next academic year. Behind me, you can see Tech Tower, which was actually the first structure erected here on campus back when Tech opened their doors in October of 1888. Also in this area is the steam whistle, which serves as Tech's oldest tradition. And this is something you'll become very familiar with as a Tech student, as it notifies students each and every day of class changes. So originally, Tech consisted of just 2 buildings on 9 acres, the academic building, which is now renamed Tech Tower, and the shop building, which was not rebuilt after burning down for the 3rd time. Significantly since that time, and now consists of 258 major buildings on over 400 acres of land. And while we can't provide a more comprehensive tour at the moment due to the pandemic, we do hope that when you get to campus and time allows, you'll be able to tour the campus and see all it has to offer.
Thank you, Jay. It's true. Every student knows this tower because you can truly hear the whistle everywhere. Now that we have an appreciation for such a renowned symbol of this campus's history, the Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Faculty Development, Dr. Bonnie Ferry, will introduce you to the Office of Graduate Education and explain how they are here to support your success as a graduate student and future Tech graduate. Then our Provost, Dr. Raphael Brass, will guide you through what to expect for your future here at Georgia Tech. And as one of your largest advocates on campus, he'll provide words of encouragement.
As an alumna of Georgia Tech's Electrical Engineering PhD program, and now faculty member and Vice Provost of Graduate Education and Faculty Development, I want to welcome all of you to Georgia Tech. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to advise and work with graduate students from all walks of life, which has helped me to understand the unique academic, professional, and personal supports that Georgia Tech students need to be successful. This is where the Office of Graduate Studies, which is part of my unit, will play an important role in your time here. You first interacted with graduate studies during the admissions process, as our team helped process your application and guided you through the institute-level orientation for graduate studies. But the graduate studies team also aims to be a resource for you throughout your entire time at Georgia Tech. First, there's our grad groups, or GT 6000 extended orientation program, which helps new students meet peers from across campus and provides information about campus resources and skills that will be useful throughout the entire Georgia Tech graduate school program. It's a 1-credit-hour pass-fail course. If you haven't already registered, I encourage you to do so, as this program is designed for you to take during your first semester at Georgia Tech. Our professional development team, which is embedded in the Career Center, is also available to help you build the skills you need to succeed in your career. The team offers one-on-one advising, as well as workshops on a variety of topics ranging from interview skills to building a successful LinkedIn profile. I'm also excited to share that recently we launched a new graduate professional development passport tool, which includes modules to help you develop skills in career development, communications, conflict management, teamwork, and well-being. Each year, we also host the Georgia Tech version of the International 3-Minute Thesis Competition, which challenges graduate students to share their research in 3 minutes in an easy-to-understand presentation. I can personally attest to the fact that you'll need to be able to communicate your research accomplishments to people from a broad range of backgrounds, ranging from future employers to your own grandmother. I wish that a competition, as well as the workshops offered to help students prepare, had been available when I was a graduate student. Developing this sort of elevator pitch for your research early in your career is invaluable. In the spring, Graduate Studies partners with other offices around campus to organize a week of Grad Student Appreciation Week. And throughout the year, we also partner with and support the Graduate Student Government Association when it comes to events, including the annual Career, Research, and Innovation Development Conference, and the Graduate Career Fair. Finally, you'll also hear from Graduate Studies throughout the year via the GradBuzz newsletter. It's typically sent every other week throughout the academic year. This summer, you received a version of GradBuzz that we created specifically for new students. The newsletter is meant to provide you with information about graduate student-focused news and events, and there's no need to subscribe, as it's automatically sent to all graduate students at Georgia Tech. Remember, Graduate Studies is here to support you, whether that's through our programs and events, or by connecting you to resources like the Counseling Center or childcare options on campus. If you need assistance with anything, just call or send us an email. We're here to help, and we wish you a successful and enjoyable time at Georgia Tech.
Welcome to Georgia Tech. It is truly wonderful and an honor to have you here as new graduate students. Let me tell you, being a graduate student will be, I promise, the best time of your life. If you think of it positively from the beginning, there's nothing that beats it. You have the opportunity to focus on one thing. You have the opportunity to become the world expert on one thing. That is something that is very rare, and it's certainly very rare when you get out of school. You're also here because you want to. As undergraduates, all of us, in many ways, were responding to our own desires, but also desires of parents and other pressures and peer pressure. That is all gone. You're adults, you're mature, and you're here because you want to be here, which gives you the freedom to enjoy things a lot more. As you go forward, I urge you very much to interact with your faculty members, gain as much knowledge and experience of all types, personal and professional. They will be more than willing, but you have to ask. Go outside of your comfort zone. Go outside your discipline. Speak to others working in other areas. Attend seminars working in other areas. You'll be amazed how much you can indeed extrapolate ideas from one field into another. Georgia Tech is an institution like no other. I can guarantee you Georgia Tech has a trajectory like no other institution in the country or the world. We've become a world institution you'll be proud of because of that reason. And a lot of that is due to you, is due to the graduate students. Our reputation is founded on the creation of knowledge, on the learning, on the love for learning that graduate students bring to the community. I know you're beginning in a difficult time. We are all in an uncharted territory. This pandemic has certainly changed the way we do things. So you're coming at us in a semester where it will be difficult, it will be different, it will require a lot of adjustment. So I very much ask for your patience, and more than anything else, I pray, I ask you, I beg you to be very, very careful in your interactions. Please wear your mask. Please practice hygiene of the best kind and keep your distance from others, at least for a little while longer. With some hope, all of this will be past history soon. Once again, we have a saying at Georgia Tech that says, we can do that. You can do that. You'll be doing very well here. Please enjoy it. It will be the best time of your life. I promise. Get engaged, ask questions, and learn as much as you can. Welcome again to Georgia Tech.
Thank you, Dr. Ferry and Dr. Brass. We appreciate your encouraging words and valuable resources. Jay will now take us through some of the other resources campus has available for graduate students, so we can put those words into action while we study, research, and teach here at Tech.
I want to make sure and highlight a great resource that was just built here at Georgia Tech exclusively for graduate students, and that would be the Graduate Student Community, which is located on the 6th floor of the Georgia Tech Library, which you can see here behind me. Resources include quiet study spaces, breakout rooms, docking stations, and lockers. To learn more about the many resources made available to graduate students here at Tech, please make sure to visit the Georgia Tech Grad Group's website.
Once again, thank you, Jay. These are great resources, and utilizing them will be key to our success in the upcoming months while we navigate the new normal semester. Now, I'd like to share a few words, both from the graduate student perspective, as well as my perspective as an SGA graduate student body president. I took on this position because I knew that Georgia Tech had a lot to offer graduate students, and I felt it was important to empower them by ensuring they were always made aware just of what was available to them. You are joining one of the top research institutions across the country and world. Take pride in the fact that graduate students are pivotal in the success of this institution. Also know that your time here goes beyond your daily life. Your contributions will be seen in groundbreaking research when you apply your classroom learnings to your future jobs, and even when you support your peers in their success, or when you teach some of the brightest minds around. One of the biggest lessons I continue to learn is if you can get past your own competitiveness, the intelligence and motivation of the other amazing graduate students around you will be able to push you to grow further than you expected. As you join this diverse campus, I ask that you be humble about your knowledge and be kind to those around you. Your success here can only grow if you are willing to ask questions and acknowledge what you don't know. While the semester will look different, we are trying to build a culture on campus where we have respect for one another that validates and celebrates our differences. During your journey as a tech student, know that your time here will take on a greater significance if you build a willingness to try new things and take advantage of all the resources available to you. Join a student organization, attend events, find a healthy balance of work and joy. Also, never forget, you can always ask for help from SGA to point you in the right direction, keeping in mind that the community on this campus is wide and that you do belong. Although each of you has chosen to take this challenge on for very different reasons, it's the ideal time to truly dig deeper and learn more about what topics make you excited to invest in yourself. This is a time where you get to choose how you influence the world. Know, too, that your time here will live up to the hype. Georgia Tech has very high expectations of its graduate students, but if you can find your equilibrium of healthy work-life balance, you'll appreciate the caliber of student that you become. With that, President Angel Cabrera will now provide his unique view and welcome you to this new phase of your life, both as a GT alum and president of this institution. From there, we'll stop by another traditional tech landmark to have our international student representatives provide their own special welcome and introduce you to the flag building.
Welcome to Georgia Tech. I want you to know that you are an essential part of the Institute, and there are great opportunities awaiting you here. We are a top research university with awards that are exceeding $1 billion. It places us among the most research-intense universities in the country. For those of you who are teaching assistants or research assistants, for those of you who are postdocs, we're going to be working with our faculty. Know that you are partners with us, that you are part of our ability to deliver on our mission. Some people are surprised that our graduate students outnumber our undergraduate students. Some of that, a big part of that, is related to the incredible growth of the online masters in computer science and analytics and cybersecurity. Whether you are in one of those new programs or any of our other outstanding graduate programs, we welcome you to Georgia Tech. All of us work hard every year to prepare for a new semester and to try to give you the best academic and research opportunities that we can. This year, we're facing new challenges. Your health and safety are always our top priority, but this year has been an incredibly complex challenge for all of us. In getting ready for this semester, we have prioritized the research ramp up for our return to campus. A big reason for that is to help our graduate students continue your work without any additional disruption. All of our work has been guided with insights from experts, from the CDC, from the Georgia Department of Public Health. We're constantly checking with the system, University System of Georgia, and with other experts and institutions. We're taking all sorts of precautions, from requiring face coverings to modified setups in classes, in offices, and laboratories, as well as new cleaning and disinfection protocols, testing, contact tracing. I am incredibly proud of the work that all of our community has done to respond to COVID-19, not only to get us ready, but also to help our community. It's been inspiring to see our faculty, our graduate students, to develop new solutions that are helping organizations across Georgia and around the world to deal with COVID. One example, over 2 million pieces of personal protective equipment, thousands of gallons of new hand sanitizer have been designed, produced, delivered to healthcare workers based on designs that started here by people at Georgia Tech. We have developed information dashboards that the CDC is using to publish health data and to help decision makers. We're working on new antiviral treatments and a whole host of lines of research to help humankind deal with this existential threat. That's what we are all about. Earlier this year, we developed a new mission statement that says that Georgia Tech, we're dedicated to developing leaders who advance technology and improve the human condition. Yes, we're a technology-driven university. We believe in technology, not for technology's sake, but because of the capacity of technology to help us live better lives. You will be the first class of graduate students operating under that charge, under that mission statement, although that idea has a long tradition at Georgia Tech. Together, we will do work that is aimed toward advancing technology and improving the human condition. We're developing leaders, innovators, entrepreneurs, individuals who can drive change and find solutions to some of our greatest challenges, whether it's energy, logistics, clean water, sustainability, health, to name just of the few big problems that we face. We collaborate with other institutions and we cross disciplines. In our EBB alone, we're doing interdisciplinary research on more than a dozen types of diseases, including 8 types of cancer and different conditions affecting human health. And just as we are helping our society deal with these challenges, we have our own challenge to help our very own campus community in dealing with this pandemic. And it will take all of us working together, wearing masks, practicing personal hygiene, practicing physical distancing, not gathering in large groups. The power of our community will help us face any challenge. Again, welcome to Georgia Tech, and go Jackets.
The Smith Gall Student Services Building, also known as the Flag Building here at Georgia Tech, serves as a great representation of the international student body on campus. Each flag displayed from the ceiling, as above, represents at least one currently enrolled Georgia Tech student from that country. You will get your country's flag with your diploma if you are the only student from that country when you graduate. We thought we would also take this moment to welcome all students from across the world who have decided to further their education here at Georgia Tech. And now I'm going to send it over to Anya Root for a more formal international student welcome.
Greetings to the international community of the Georgia Institute of Technology. I am Anirudh Vishwanathan, an MS in Analytics student in the College of Engineering. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you, as well as everyone who played a role in your success. You are now officially a yellow jacket. The journey that we will undertake together will be remarkable. As an international student, I can empathize with the challenges that you have faced, right from arranging for financial resources, to waiting for your I-20, to completing visa formalities, to packing bags and saying goodbye to dear ones at the airport. It's been a lot to deal with, but I'm sure you will find many motivational quotes on the internet. So I would just say that these are the times when it is preferable to say, take it easy or just relax. It does not matter if you opt for on-campus courses or decide to pursue your degree online. We all belong to one Georgia Tech family. The entire Georgia Tech community is always here to support the international students to the best of its capacity. Based on my experience, I can assure you that the advisors across academic and administrative departments are aware of the problems faced by the international students. My recommendation would be to be proactive in being up to date with the latest developments. Schedule monthly appointments with your faculty advisors to discuss your academic and professional goals. Also, feel free to reach out to the advisors at the Office of International Education and the Career Center to clarify your visa and work-related concerns. Congratulations once again for joining the Georgia Tech community, and I hope to see you soon on campus.
Thank you, President Cabrera and Anirudh Vishwanathan. Now that we've seen a few key stops across campus, I invite you to find your own favorites. We hope that you appreciate Tech Tower all the more when you see it. Stop by the library if you need a quiet space to work, and visit any number of resources, including the SGA office in the Flag Building. On behalf of the Convocation group, I'd like to say another big welcome. We hope you're as excited to be here as we are to have you. Please continue to discover everything Tech has to offer. You're now part of a large class of amazing Georgia Tech graduate students. As we transition to our very own fight song, I'd like to wish you well on this beginning of the new venture. Please be safe and be kind to one another while we navigate the new normal together. And I look forward to seeing you on campus. Go Jackets!